Hi students, good morning. In this manufacturing uh, unit, we are having that lathe, shaper, milling and slotting. There is so many machines are there. Okay, these are all the conventional machines. In this today we are going to see the mill shaper. What is that shaper? This is used to shape the uh, jobs. That is, whichever the if it is the irregular jobs, so that can be made as the that is made as the square or hexagonal or grooving. So many things can be done on this shaper. In this shaper is the reciprocating. In this lathe, it is a tool. The tool is uh, that is in this tool is uh, in the but that is tool post. Okay, but this is there is no movement in that tool, but only the job is rotating. This tool is um, uh, that is tool is in that uh, the tool is in the fitted in the tool post. The job is rotating in this lathe, but in this shaper there is a tool is moved, but the job is uh, fitted in the vice. So that is the shaper. In the shaper there is a reciprocating of tool. When the workpiece is fitted on this tool, fitted on the vice, then it is the tool is reciprocated and the operation is done. Okay, there is a straight line of cut. There is a straight line of cut. This introduce the flat surface. This is making the flat surfaces of that particular workpiece. If you want to make that irregular job in that making the flat surfaces, so that can be done on that uh, shaper. There is a main uh, this thing that is main significance of that machine is there is a flexibility in that operations. There is so many flexibilities. Whatever the shapes you can done, so that can be done on that shaper. There is a irregular job. Suppose if you want to make that hexagonal shape, so that can be done on that machine. If you want to make that octagonal shape, so that can be done on that. If you want to make that grooving, so that can be done on that shaper. What is the principles of operations? There are the um, central launch bull gear is receives the rotation from the motor through the belt, pulley, clutch, speed of the gear box of the portion. There is a pinion and pinion is there. There is a big bull gear is there, and then there is a pinion is there. The rotation of the crank causes the oscillation of the link. There is a link is connected with the bull gear, then it is oscillated, then your tool is reciprocated. The ram ends the tool is in that straight path. The ram is moving in that straight path. The cutting velocity is depending upon the tool and the work material. The stroke length is S is in mm. The number of stroke is the number of stroke is per minute. So this is the then the main parts of the machines. Machines are column, cross rail, and table, ram, saddle, tool head. So these are all the main parts of the machines. The work is held. How to do the machining in this shaper? The work is held in that firmly on the table. The ram is allowed to reciprocate over it. A single point cutting tool is used for making the machining. Then, when the ram is moved horizontally in that forward direction, the metal is removed from the work. Metal is removed from the work. When it is the return stroke, the metal is not removed. Okay, because the ram is moves during the forward stroke, then during the return stroke the RAM is moving faster speed. When it is moving in that forward stroke, the RAM is moving very slowly because it is removing the material. When it is in that return stroke, there is no material is removal, so that it becomes faster, so that we are saving the time on that. This one is called that quick return mechanism. The flat surfaces machine moving the work is mounted on the table in the cross direction to the tool movement. The vertical surfaces are machined on the faces given by the tool. The inclined surfaces are also can be machined on this material. Then the table is inclined, or else the head also inclined and removing the material. So the tool head is swiveled in that angle and feed. Then there is the pons. In that parts there is a base. The base is made up of cast iron. There is a rigidly bolted on that floor. So that one is base. The column, it is a box like the casting. Inside there is a bull gear, pinion, and crank and slotted link mechanism. Then the reciprocating mechanism is inside the column. The cross rod is mounted on the vertical guideways of the column. The table may be raised and lower to adjusting the depth of cut. In this depth of cut, there is the head also adjusted for the depth of cut. The table, it is an holding the work firmly on the table. There is a slots are there in the on that table, and it is with the use of the slots we are holding the material. Or else if it is a small job, so we can hold the material by means of vice. The vice is used to hold the material for the small job. If it is a big jobs, so we can hold the material on the table itself. RAM is supposed the head on its front. Its reciprocate accurately machine the guideways on the top of the column. It is connected reciprocating place inside the column. Saddle is the mounted on the cross rail, which holds the tension of the top without the shake. Tool head is fitted on the ram. In that tool head, there is a tool holder is there. There is a clapper box is there. That the tool is fitted, and then the tool is moving. When the clapper box is there, when it is in that forward stroke, the tool is removing the material. In that return stroke, the clapper box is open, and there is no material removal is done on that particular tool head. So this is the parts of that shaper. What are the types of shaping machine? There are different types of shaping machine is there, but there is a different types of there according to the type of driving mechanism, crank type, hydraulic type, gear type. So according to the design of the table, there is a plain shaper, heavy duty shaper, standard shaper, universal shaper. So according to the position of the travel of the ram, horizontal shaper and vertical shaper. Horizontal shaper and vertical shaper, push cut shaper, push cut shaper, and draw cut shaper. Now the crank type shaper, that crank and slotted mechanism is there on that crank type shaper, convert the rotation of an electric motor into reciprocating movement of the ram through the length of the both forward and return stroke are equal. The ram is travel faster speed during the return stroke. This is the crank type shaper. Hydraulic type shaper. The ram hydraulic shaper is connected to the position, oil is high pressure is pumped to the hydraulic system, and the oil pushes the position. The ram is reciprocates. Hydraulic shaper or the high power machines are used for the heavy duty work. High power machines used for the heavy duty machine. Universal shaper. Universal shaper is the special type shaper which can be swiveled, positioned at any single about the horizontal axis. Apart from the cos and the vertical travel, the table of the universal can be swiveled into the any angle of the machine inclined surfaces in the process. The process to the work of the table change. These machines are utilized for the precision workshop. Gear type shaper. The reciprocating of the ram, some type shaper is affected by means of the rack and pinion. The rack and the teeth, which are cut directly below the ram, mesh with the spur gear. The pinion machine with rack and a gear train. The speed and the direction in which the machine will traverse depends upon the number of the gears. Horizontal shaper. Horizontal shaper is holding the tool reciprocates in the horizontal axis. So this one is called horizontal shaper. Vertical shaper. The ram holding the tool reciprocate in the vertical axis is some of the vertical provision is made for adjustment of the ram. Maybe the 10-degree of the vertical position. Vertical shapers may be the crank driven and drag driven and screw driven and hydraulic power driven. Then the work table of the vertical shaper can be cross the longitudinal and rotary movement. The tool is used for the vertical shaper is entirely different from the horizontal shaper. Vertical shapers are very convenient for machining the internal surfaces, keyways, slots, grooves, large internal and external gears may also machined by interesting arrangement of rotary table. There are vertical shapers which are specially designed for the internal keyways. These are all called the key eaters. Traveling edge shaper. The traveling edge shaper is carrying the tool when it reciprocates, moves crosswise to give them rectangular feed, heavy and unwieldy jobs which are very difficult to hold the table. The standard shaper fed fast tool held the static basement of the machine. Reciprocate supplies the feeding moment. Standards and the plane shaper. The shaper, standard or plane shaper, two movements, vertical and horizontal, to give the feed support for the other end. The classification of shaper according to the cutting stroke. That is the according to the cutting stroke, there will be the push type shaper and draw cut shaper. According to the length of the stroke, 30 centimeter shaper, 40 centimeter shaper and 60 centimeter shaper. According to the force, mechanical shaper, crank driven shaper, hydraulic shaper. According to the movement of ram, horizontal shaper, vertical shaper. According to the movement of table, simple shaper, universal shaper. According to the process of transmit wire, all gear shaper, cone pulley driven shaper. So, working principle of shaper machine, the workpiece is held proper mechanism, clamp while the machine on the table. Cutting tool is held on the tool post of the ram shaper. Arm is reopened and respond upon the doing the cuts of the material. through the cutting stroke. Usually, the cutting action takes place forward stroke. It is also identified the cutting stroke. No material takes place when go back to the stroke. The workpiece is set an index of the cross rail mechanisms of the machine table. Specification of the sweeper. The specification of the sweeper is the maximum that when you are going to buy the shaper, so we have to specify the shaper. We have to specify the shaper. How to specify the shaper? Then the maximum crosswise movement of the table, maximum vertical adjustment of the table, power of the motor, available speed and feed, then type of the shaper. So these are all the things are very important to purchase the shaper. The types of quick return mechanism. The ram moves comparatively slower speed during the forward cutting stroke, during the return stroke. Is so designed to make the tool move faster rate. As the ram moves faster during the return stroke, the time taken becomes less. The total machine time may be the decreases. Because of that, these following mechanism, the crank and slotted mechanism, hydraulic mechanism, and Whitworth mechanism. In that crank and slotted mechanism, the electric motor of the driving pinion is in that uniform speed. The pinion makes the bull gear to rotate the uniform speed. The bull gear is a large gear fitted inside the column. Then there is a slotted link having the long slot. Then the length is adjusted. Then it is the block is rotating and the stroke is decided. So this is a crank and slotted link mechanism. Then how to specify the size of the shaper. The size of the sheep and this can be decided the stroke. It can make the shaper 175 to 900 mm is available. The machines with maximum stroke 300, 450, 600 mm is used widely. The type of drive, individual motor drive and belt driven. The method of obtaining the different speed is gearbox and step cone pulley and horsepower motor. Then cutting and return stroke, the number of the ranges of the speed. Then the same way the hydraulic quick return mechanism, a constant speed of the motor, hydraulic pump, the pump which delivers the oil at the constant pressure to the regulating to the line. The regulating valve admits under the pressure to each on the piston alternatively at the same time allowing oil from the opposition end of the piston to return to the reservoir. The piston is pushed by the oil being connected to the ram by the piston of the rod. The pushes the ram carrying the tool. The admission of the oil each end of the piston is alternatively is accomplished with the help of the trip dogs of the pilot valve. As the ram moves completes its stroke, the trip dog will be trip the pilot valve which operates the regulating valve. The regulating valve will admit the oil to the other side, the piston and the motion. The ram will get reversed. It is clear that the length of the ram stroke will be depends on the position of the trip dogs. The length of the ram stroke can be changed by unclamping and moving the trip dogs to the desired positions. The above system is the constant pressure system. The velocity of the ram travel will be directly proportional to the oil pressure or the position area which is applied to the return stroke quicker, since the piston area when the oil pressure acts is greater as compared to the other end for gets reduced. Because of the piston rod, the another oil line is connected to the smaller feed cylinder to change the hydraulic power into the mechanical power feed the work part. Okay, the advantages of that hydraulic drive does not make any noise and operates very quickly. Ability to still against without damage of the tool and the machine. Ability to change the length and position of the speed when the machine is running. The cutting and return speeds practically constant throughout the stroke. It permits of the cutting tool to work uniformly during the cutting stroke. The reversal of the ram obtained without any shock as the oil on the end of the cylinder provide the cushioning effect. Offers great flexibility of the feed control easier. Hydraulic drive is very nearly constant velocity compared with the mechanical drive, which constantly changing the velocity because of the horizontal component and the crank and pinion circle constantly changing. Stroke length circulation calculation and adjustment. The stroke length is 30 mm longer than the work position, or the stroke is adjusted to move the distance 25 mm before beginning of the cut and continues to move 5 mm after the end of the um, cut. For example, it can be the length is 100 mm, the stroke length is calculated for the 130 mm. Adjusting of stroke. The, the crank pin is constant sliding block can be adjusted level and replaced outside of the column. Through the bevel gear placed on the bull gear, the radial slide of the lead screw can be rotated. The rotated lead screw changes the position of sliding block to move the bull gear at the center. The stroke length of the ram adjusted by placing the sliding block. Then it is to be adjusted. Then what is the method of table movement? The table moves the direction of the crossfeed screw rotated. The crank handle is provided to rotate the crossfeed mutually. When the crossfeed rotated in the clockwise direction, the table will move and to the left. When the elevating screw is rotated, the table slides move down on the face of the column. As the handle meant for crossfeed screw rotation and elevating screw are placed side by side, it is not possible to operate at the same time. The work is mounted on the table is provided feed only during the end of the return stroke. Then what is the ratchet and pawl mechanisms? Ratchet and pawl mechanism. What is the ratchet and pawl mechanism? The ratchet and pawl mechanism is nothing but the movement of the table. The movement, cross-slide movement of the table. Uh, then this is connected. This is automatically it is moved. The table is moved. Instead of moving by manual, that is the table is moved. In the shaping machine, the top table is moving in that crosswise direction. This crosswise direction is connected to the ratchet and pawl mechanisms. In this, the crossfeed screw is attached to the ratchet and pawl mechanism of the wheel. A spring is loaded. That is the pawl is pushed and placed between the teeth and ratchet wheel. The pawl is housed with the frame of the rocker arm. The bull gear is inside the column. The machine drives and with that gear. This is a diametric slot provided on the face. The crack pin is attached to the slider and placed on the slot. The bottom rocker crank pin is connected to the connecting the rod. The rotation of the gear is then the crack pin is rotated. This movement makes the rocker arm to rock out the center of the ratchet wheel. The pawl makes the ratchet rotate by the small amount of one direction only. The crossfeed screw is attached to the ratchet wheel. The rotation of the ratchet wheel will make the take the move of the cross direction. If the direction of the table is feed is to be reversed, the pawl is turned to the 180-degree from its position. The ratchet wheel and the cross feed screws will rotate in the opposite directions of the table moment. This is a ratchet and pawl mechanisms. There is a swivel head. What is that head? In this head only, there is a tool, that is a single point cutting tool is fixed by means of that tool holder. So in that L it is fixed. The shaper cutting tool, then the shaper holds the cutting tool rigidly. It is fitted on the face of the ram. The vertical slide of the tool can be moved vertically on the particular angle provided by the vertical angular feed movement to the tool. It allows the tool to have the automatic relief during the return stroke of the ram. Swivel base attached to the circular seat on the ram. The swivel base has angular graduation made on it. As the vertical slide is mounted on the swivel base of the tool head, it may be set and moved at any desired angle to the angular surfaces like V grooves and dovetail grooves. The down feed handle is rotated, move the vertical slide down. A graduated dial is placed on the top down feed screw and the control movement of the depth of cut and the feed is accurately. The apron consisting of the clapper box, clapper block, tool blows and clamped vertical screw. By releasing the clamping screw, the apron can be swiveled by the vertical slide. The clapper box has the two vertical walls within the clapper block house. Then it is the clapper box is with the help of the hinge pin. The arrangement provide relief when while machining the vertical or angular surfaces. The tool post is mounted upon the clapper box. The tool post is provided on the slot accommodated to the tool and the screw hold rigidly on the tool post. The clapper block is fits securely inside the clapper box to provide the rigid tool and support during the forward stroke. On the return stroke, the slight frictional drag of the tool on the walk lift the block on the out of the clapper box. It prevents the cutting edge from the working space of the surface. What is the work holding devices? When you are using that shaper, there is a following work holding devices are used. What is that means? Shaper vise, clamps, T bolts, T slots, angle plates, and V block and the special fixtures. What is that vice? There is a plain vice is there, swivel vice is there, universal vice is there. When it is a plain vice, you can hold the workpiece simply. What is that swivel vice? In that swivel vice, there is a graduation is there. In that graduation, you can fix the workpiece and you can change the angle of that particular workpiece. The clamps and stoppings. There is a T-bolt and feed into the T-slot of the table. The work is placed on the table. The work is supported by the regular rectangular strip at the end by stopping on the other side. The screw is tightened to the secure the work properly on the machine table. T-bolts and the step blocks. The step blocks are used for the combination with the T-bolts and the clamps. Work is directly on the machine table. T-bolts are fitted on the table and the T-slots of the machine. One side of the clamp holds the workpiece and the other side is fixed on the steps and the clamps of the different heights. Angle plates. The angle plate is reassembled as a English alphabets L. Accurately machine have the two slides of the right angles. The slots are provided for the both slides. One of the sides are bolted on the machine table. Okay, the workpiece is held on the other side. V block. The V block is used to hold the cylindrical workpieces. For holding the cylindrical work job, to perform the cylindrical workpieces, to perform the operations on the cylindrical workpieces. Special fixes. What is the special fixes? Suppose when we are going to use that different, there is a suppose 1000 number of workpieces you are going to make on that particular shaper. The same job, suppose keyways. So that can be made by the according to the workpiece. We have to make the special fixtures to hold that particular work. According to that workpiece, we have to make the fixture. Immediately that anyone can fix the workpiece and do the operations. That is called fixtures. Tool used on the shaping machine. What are all the tools are used in the shaping machine means high open steel, high speed steel, carbide tipped steel, sterlite steel. Then types of the shaper tools. There will be the right hand tool, left hand tool, roughing tool, finishing tool, gooseneck tool, and slot cutting tool, T-slot cutting tool, then forming tool. So these are all the tools are used. What is that right hand tool? This tool is used in this is bent on the right hand side. Then when you are going to make on that vertical faces in that right hand side, so that can be used. When it is the left hand tool, that is bent on that left hand. At the end there is a tip is there on that left hand tool holder. Then we can machining that particular tool. Roughing tool. What is that roughing tool? When you are there is a big workpiece is there. In that workpiece, if you want to remove that, that is too much of material from that. So before that, we have to use that roughing tool and remove the material. Then we have to use that finishing tool for finishing operation. For roughing operation, so the depth of cut may be more. So on that, we are using that roughing tool. What is that slot cutting tool? There is a slot. When you are making that slot, so that slot cutting tool is used to remove the material. When you are giving the depth of cut, so suppose if you want to make that T slot, so there is a slot cutting tool is there. So with that, we have to remove that material. Then T slot tool. Form tool. Form tool means whatever the shape. So whichever the shape you need, so that can be done on that form tool. That is the tool itself in that form. Setting of the shaper table, voice and the tool. The machine accuracy will not be perfect if the machine tool head are not that set properly. The slides on the perpendicular squareness. Parallelism means two slides are parallel to each other. Then alignment is an arrangement related to the position of the tool, jaws and the vise. Then what are the operations of the regular operation and the special operations? The cutting speed and depth of cut and feed. Cutting speed, the distance of travels particular period of time is known as the speed. If the shaper, the cutting speed is the speed at which the material is removed by the cutting tool in the period of time 1 minute. In the shaper, the cutting speed is considered only during the forward cutting stroke. Only during the forward cutting stroke. This is expressed in the meter per minute. The cutting speed differ from the suit different machining and conditions like work material, the finish required, the type of the tool, rigidity of the machine. Depth of cut. Depth of cut is during the machining. Then the particular distance is measured on the machined surface and uncut the surface of the workpiece. It is expressed in or inches. Feed. Feed is the relative movement of the mark in the direction perpendicular to the reciprocating double stroke. It is expressed in per stroke. Then coolant. Then when you are using that, when you are doing the machining, there is a coolant is used for cool the workpiece as well as tool. So then only the tool life is increased. The coolant is during the, when you are doing that machining, there is a heat is generated. The tool loses the cutting capacity of the machine surface is to be hardened. The coolant is the surfaces to avoid the damages of the cutting edge of the tool as well as the machine surfaces mixed with the 15 parts water to be used as a coolant. Usages of water coolant result the formation of the metal parts. Lubricants cannot be used as the coolant. The safety precautions of the shaping machine. The safety precautions. No alteration arrangement should be done on that machine part while the machine is functioning. The clamp and holding the work not to be adjusted while the machine is in the operation. The machine is stopped before cleaning the metal chips. The sharp edges of the work should be handled with care. Measuring the work should be done only the machine is switched off. The operator should not be seek the assistance of the others for starting and stopping. Then the machine is precise spots, internal surfaces of the workpieces are to be carried out with great attention. What are the safety precautions regarding the machine? Then the workpiece is positioned such a way the ram will not be hit the workpiece performing in that forward stroke. Then the stroke length of the position stroke are to be set correctly before performing the operation. Proper holding of the work should be ensured. The work holding devices like clamps, vice jaws should not be come in the way of reciprocating tool. We have ensured the tool host of the RAM will not be hit the job holding the vice jaws. Then the machine should be stopped before making any adjustment of the stroke length and position of the stroke and apron and the tool position. The shaping operations. The machine the horizontal surfaces, machining the vertical surfaces, machining the angular surfaces, machining the dovetail grooves, machining the V-block, machining the tongue and groove joint, machining the external keyways, machining the internal keyways, T-slot machining, machining the rack and rack gear, machining the regular surfaces. So these are all the operations in that shaping. So machining the horizontal surfaces, in that machining the horizontal surfaces means, so with the use of the shaper, you have to machine the horizontal surfaces. The tool is positioned in that tool head, and with the use of the tool, the horizontal surfaces is making that machining. So that is the cross slide is moving like this way, then it is remove the material. Machining the vertical surfaces. Machining the vertical surfaces means the tool is fixed on that tool head, and it is rotating, that is some angle, and then the machining the vertical surfaces. Machining the angular surfaces. What is that machining the angular surfaces means? If you want to make an angle, for example 30 degree of angle you are going to make, so that time that tool head itself it is rotated, that is the swivel, so that can be swiveled at that particular degree, and then you have to machine. So that one is called that angular machining of surfaces. What is that V block? Suppose if you want to make that V block in that 60 degree. In this 60 degree means one side 30 degree, another side so 30 degrees. So like that, if you want to make, so that time there is a swivel, it is rotated and then machining. So all else, so we have to make the machining by rotating the table. So then also you can make that angular surfaces. Suppose if you are not rotating the table, you can swivel the vice, so that also making that V block. So these are all the methods we have to use in that V block. Then this is the method for making that this thing. Then the tapper strip method. What is that tapper strip method? Is job is fixed, and then that angular faces can be done. Okay. Then there are just so many methods we are using for making that V block. Then machining of dovetail. The dovetail is um, uh, one of the thing. It is used in that, most probably it is used in that lathe or heavy rigid machine. There is a dovetail groove is there. What is a dovetail groove? You can see in that cross right moment of the lathe, there is a dovetail groove is there, because when you are giving the depth of cut, it will not come out. That is the rigid one, so that the dovetail grooves are used. So in the dovetail groove, so you have to tilting the head fully, and as well as you have to swivel the table and then making the dovetail groove for that particular thing. Then what is the keyways? The keyways we have to make on that keyways. There is a keyway. What is that keyway? Keyway is used for to arresting the pulley in that one position. So that one is called keyway. What is the size of the keyway? There may be the 6 by 3 is there, 8 by 4 is there, 12 by 6 is there. Okay, there are so many keyways are there. Woodruff keyway is there, plain keyway is there, then rectangular keyway is there, tapper keyway is there. There are so many keyways are there. So according to that keyway, we have to set the tool. That keyway width we have to machine that grind that particular tool, and then we have to fix that tool on that tool head, and we have to make the keyway. So this is a keyway question. There is a what is that internal keyway? We have to make that internal. Internal means there is a gear is there. Internally we have to make that keyway. So that one is called internal keyway. So that can be used for that holding the workpiece in the T slot machining. There is a T slot. If you want to make the T slot machining, the tool is grind as per the T slot, then we have to make the machining. Then what is that these are all the machining operations can be done on that shaper. But so far we have seen that what is shaper, what are all the operations can be done on that shaper, what is crank and slotted line mechanism, what is the Whitworth mechanism, what is the ratchet and fall mechanism, what are all the operations can be done on that shaper. So this can be this is we have seen in that chapter. Okay, so what is now we know that what is shaper and what is lathe. In that lathe we have to use that regular jobs. In this shaper we can do only the irregular jobs. So irregular jobs as well as we can do the heavy duty jobs in that shaper. So this is used in this workshop. This is the main machine in that tool room. So we have to use this workshop. So in that workshop, without the shaper and lathe, there is no workshop at all. So but suppose if you want to do the another operations, so apart from the T slot and other things, you can use the fixtures and you can use the attachments, and then you can do the operations. The shaper is one of the machine which is made up of fully cast iron body. There is a cast iron body. Why it is made up of cast iron means because there is a rigid one. So this one is used for the heavy. If it is a bull gear is there, so that is also made up of cast iron. Then the rack and pinion is there, that is also made up of cast iron. Then ratchet and pawl mechanism, that rod is also made up of cast iron. So everything is made up of cast iron. Why? Because means when it is doing the operation, there is a rigid one. Then at that it is operated, but there is a wear and tear will be there. So there is no wear at all. Okay, so that you have to use that cast iron. Okay, there is a use of the cast iron, so that we can use the cast iron easily. Okay, so this is the shaper machine. In that shaper, so we have to make bolted that shaper. That is a there is a foundation will be there on that shaper to make the shaper in that rigid manner, and then we have to do the operations. But in that lathe we can achieve all the operations, including lathe operation, milling operation, then milling operation, slotting operation, whatever it may be, grinding operation, whatever it may be, we can done on that lathe. But the shaper is somehow different operations can be done by the shaper, so that the shaper also the most important machine for this tool room. In this then there is a drilling machines also there on that. Uh, Next we are going to see in that drilling machine. In that drilling machine, we are producing the tools on that drilling machine. In that drilling machine, there is a pillar is there, then the bed is there, then the table is there, then there is the table is there. So when it is a drill chuck is there, the motor is rotated, then by the use of the belt drive, then the drill chuck is used to hold the workpiece or hold the tool. That is, the tool is drill bit. The belt is to hold the workpiece, and then this is the on this regular table. Then with that table, so we can hold the workpiece, and then we are producing the hole to making the hole of that particular workpiece is called drilling. In that drilling, so we can for making the job, that is when the job is there after drilling, we can that is assemble the job so easily. So when we are making the drilling, in the drilling machines, we can make reaming operations, drilling operations, boring operations, refining operations, and so many operations can be done on that drilling machine. The drilling machine also the one of the important machine tool in that tool room. So actually we have seen that lathe and shaper as well, and drilling. So drilling is the uh, most important part of that tool room work. When you are making whatever the work, when we are going to start, so that can be done before doing that EDM work. So we have to use that drilling and remove the small material, then and we have to go for the milling or shaper, then remove the material, then only we have to move on to that particular this thing, that is EDM. The EDM is used to cut the shape of that particular material. In that drilling machine, there is a pillar trap drilling machine is there, then gang trap drilling machine is there, multiple spindle drilling machine is there. So in that pillar trap drilling machine, then radial drilling machine is there. In that pillar trap drilling machine, there is a pillar is there, then it is mounted, the motor is mounted on that head, then it is rotated. So that's all. There is a pillar. This in that pillar, it can be moved up and down, the head can be moved up and down. But in that radial drilling machine, there is a pillar is there, bed is there, then there is a handle is there. That handle you can rotate in that 360 degree. The head is rotated through that 360 degree. When it is the big jobs, so that can be done on that radial drilling machine. What is that gang drilling machine? In that gang drilling machine, there is a suppose when you are going to do the operations on that, there are so many operations on that job. For example, first of all, you are going to make that drilling. That is, suppose if you want to make that drilling or 16 drill, first you have to do that pilot tool, again the pilot tool, then you go for the 16 drill, then reaming, then boring. So like that, so these operations can be done continuously in that gang drilling machine. Multiple spindle drilling machine. Suppose when you are going to make that drilling, that multiple drills on that particular sheet, so that can be the multiple drills are fitted on that one head, then it is drilled. So there is a multiple drills are there. There is a flat drill, straight drill, twist drills are there. So that can be done. Okay. Then the size of the drilling machine. What is the size of the size and specification of the drilling machine? Then the table diameter, then number of the spindle speeds, the maximum spindle travel, most taper number, power power input, net weight of the machine, floor surface space, floor space required, floor space required. So this can be required for the specification of the drill bit, and the operations of the drilling machines is drilling, reaming, boring, counter boring, countersinking, and spot facing, tapping, lapping, grinding, and grinding. So this can be done on this drilling machine. These are all the operations. Drilling means we have to put the just to make the hole. What is that reaming means? After making the holes, the hole is using finishing operations can be done on that reaming. What is that boring? So boring is to enlarge the holes. Already we have to make the hole, so the hole size is to be enlarged. There is a drilling machine. Drill bits are not available for that particular size, so that can be that you can enlarge the holes. What is that counter boring? Counter boring is making the flat on that particular hole. Why? Because means the bolts and nuts are fitted on that particular hole, so that one is counter boring. So then countersinking. So countersinking is the taper hole. There is a 60-degree or 30-degree hole. Why? Because means so the screws and other things can be fitted on that particular hole. So that one is called countersinking. What is that lapping? Lapping is removing the small that is the material it is can be by the abrasive material is kept inside the hole and lapped by using the lapping tool. That small amount of material has to be removed. What is that spot facing? The spot facing remove the enough material to provide the flat surfaces. Tapping is the operations to making the holes and that thread on that hole to fixing the bolt nut. There are the three types of taps are there. First type, second type, third type. In that first type there is a too much of tapper is there. Second type there is a small tapper is there. Third type there is a high tapper is there. So this is called tapping. There is a twist drills are there. The nomenclature of the twist drills are the drill bits and drill body and shank, drill axis, drill point, lip cutting edge, lip length, chisel edge, and flank, flues, flute length, heel, body clearance, and web, lance, traces, chisel edge, drill diameter, and lead of helix of angle, and rack angle, lip clearance angle, then point angle, drill material. These are all the parts of the um, drill bits. And when we are using the drill bit, there is we have to maintain the cutting speed, feed can be used. That what is the tapping tool? The tapping tool is made up of high speed steel. That is in that high speed steel, according to our tapping size, we have to select the tapping tools. The tapping tools can be, for example, 5 tap. There is a pitch is there. M5 into 1.25, M6 is 1.5, M8 into 1.25, M10 into 1.5. So like that, there is a pitches are there. According to the pitch, we have to. Thank you for watching. Thank you.